Hi, in this video we are going to have a look at the new invasion event. It's basically the changes in the regular Excalibur invasion, kingdom versus kingdom. We just this weekend we had the first edition of that. So I'm just going to walk through the changes. One of the additions they have made is a ranking system. S, A, B, C, D, all kingdoms started in C, and the top 120 after the first session moved to B, and in the next session the first 90 of C will move to B. And that rank influences some rewards. Oh yeah, here it is explained what goes there. Then we can have a look at the rank point rules. How do you get points to rank up? Occupying Avalon 1, 2 or 3 gives you positive points, 0 negative points. We have the invasion streak. I'm not sure whether that already started counting from before, but if you yeah, to some extent during this first invasion season seems only to last 2 events, kind of like a test it seems, so cannot make a streak of 3 yet, but yeah, once you do that, that gets you a lot of extra points as well. Becoming invaded twice, 2 rounds in a row also gives a lot of negative points. An invader, you have to both secure your own Avalon and at least one other. 2 or more others. Okay. Invaded, lose your Avalon and don't occupy any opposing Avalon. It's interesting. I would have suggested that even doing 1 already makes you an invader, but it doesn't seem to be the case, or they wrote it wrong. Furthermore, you can get points from occupying Avalon and towers, 100 points per minute, and these points diminish once you lose Avalon. So if you lose it and you take it back, points start to count again, but not in the same amount. So you get 10 points less per minute. So it is yeah, most points you can get by holding on to this from the start, and that influences your rank. We have the regular season rewards that is based on the rank and based on the minutes you have spent occupying a building. So that is, I find it quite nice, but because it really motivates people to join actually the alliance that is hosting Kingdom versus Kingdom, because it is giving you some extra rewards at the end. Of course you want to do well as a kingdom, but if you don't actually contribute by occupying buildings, you won't benefit from this. If you have a very active kingdom with much more players that want to participate, and there is place in towers for full marchers, you should work with yeah, just having like people sending maybe half marchers or even less, so that at least everyone that wants can be in a tower and get those minutes added here, so they can get better rewards at the end. That is yeah, so that's good as it urges kingdoms to collaborate well as well. So it's not a huge amount, but just a nice little bit extra. Maybe the rewards are now quite small because this test is quite a short time. If it is maybe going to be like an 8-round invasion event, then I would really hope that these rewards will be a bit more significant. The individual rewards are mostly well, they are mostly the same. Only instead of royal badges, depending on the rank, you can get some rewards are replaced with celestial badges. So that's quite nice. If you are in D, it's still the old situation. If you are in C or even B or A or S, you can get better rewards. So that is quite nice, because a lot of I'm not there yet. I still have some use of royal badges, but there are quite some players for which royal badges they have plenty, and it's really all about the celestial badges. Also, these rewards are sent by mail instead of needing to be claimed, so that is a bit of a drawback in the sense that quite some players, when a next update would come, they would not claim their rewards until after the update, and sometimes you would get some better rewards. Well, that trick is unfortunately no longer possible. Virtues is a new concept. So based, I should have mentioned something more about these invasion points, because there's actually been a change. Previously, from kills, your points could keep adding up. As long as you kept killing troops, you get more points. Now, in this new style of event, it is capped at 250 million. So you can only get a maximum of 250 million points from kills per round. So that means you still can get all individual rewards with kills, but you cannot. These points are also used for the virtue ranking, and for that you can only get 250 million. And you get 50 million you can get from occupying Avalon and one of the towers. So you can get a total, I think, if I understand things correctly, you can get a maximum total of 300 million per round. So that is quite important to know, and that also, if you want to have increase your virtue ranking more and more, it is nice to keep participating each round and try to score the maximum. I was a bit late joining this round. I had other things to do last Saturday. So I couldn't join at the start, but I joined later and parked my troops in a tower. I was still quite busy, so I haven't really played actively, but I still got quite some points from just being in a tower. So this virtue level gives you virtue points, and these points can be used to unlock these virtue skills. On the first row, there are some economic benefits, some not very interesting, like an instant building speed up. For a lot of players, that is not going to be very interesting because they hardly build anything. They've already maxed everything, but some are quite interesting. Reduces the alliance donation cooldown. I find it quite interesting with 10 minutes, so it should only be 20 minutes instead of 30 minutes. Training capacity increase with 1000. I find quite interesting for doing speed training. The more you can train at the same time, the better. The less clicks you have to do. Arguably not that interesting. Increasing the march speed for rallying barbarian camps, and that was the barbarian camps. And then this is the monsters with 100%. These were quite fast already anyway. Marketplace free chances increased to 5. I think that used to be 4, now 5. So that is also quite nice. And wishing well gains 50%. So it's all not all of them are very interesting. It's just a nice extra. What I do like about them, that they have at least been a bit creative and given us something new that we didn't used to get. Often you get the same kind of benefits, and it's a bit boring. So these are at least new. I'm not that interesting in all of them, but I like that they have put up some new type of benefits. So the second and the third row is combat benefits, and these are all related to Kingdom versus Kingdom. So when rallying against Avalon or its towers, the leader, blah blah blah. Well, I'm not that interested because I'm not a leader. Many players are normally not leaders. So if you are a leader, just look at those and you probably figure out everything is nice. If you are not a leader, there are 2 that are nice. The team player one, when you join a rally against Avalon or its tower as participant, a rally team gains 200% troop health. It's not a huge amount, But you, as a kingdom, should make sure there are at least 3 participants that can provide this 200% extra boost in rallies. That is a 600% extra troop health. That is quite nice. So these are all again for the leaders, and this is again for garrison. This time when you are a participant, your rally team gains troop health plus 200%. So again, make sure you have 3 participants that give this troop health. I assume the leader could do it as well, but the leader better uses his or her points for other skills, as long as it doesn't have enough yet. This one, invasion points gain plus 20%, that might be nice. And I think there was another one. Let me, so some are not for leaders, just for solo attack as well. Just I thought there was another one, but maybe I don't remember it well enough. No, so it seems all to be combat for the rest, and except for this. Sorry. So these are invasion points. No, okay. The charge points. Yeah, that's the one I was looking for. When occupying Avalon or its towers, rank points gained from charge plus 4 per minute. So it is actually quite interesting to have people, all players that fill towers and Avalon have this one active as well. So you can reset your points later. I now just wanted to check out those economy ones. But during, before the Kingdom First Kingdom starts, I should definitely get this sacrifice, the second one active, this, which one was it? The honesty, the second one active, and I have to see whether invasion points, that is for my own benefit. I cannot, unfortunately, I have only 7 points, I think, so I cannot activate all of them yet, but ideally if you have 8 points you would go for the fast charge as well. And invasion points, I think I'm going to might skip on that one. I mean, it's nice for me personally, but the kingdom doesn't benefit from how fast I get my invasion points. But if you have enough points, that is definitely a good one as well. Maybe it allows you to reach another tier for the season rewards. There's also a title mastery, which also depends on the virtue level, I call it, or the virtue points. So this is for each title, including being the king. The benefits depend on your virtue level. So somewhere I was a bit surprised that certain, it's not all the same. Certain are level 8, other are level, I guess it's the not all. Not for all titles they have the same points, so I guess if I am at level 8 with my virtue points, if I'm at level 8 with my virtue points, the benefit you get is from the level that is 8, or the highest that is lower than 8 if you haven't unlocked level 8 yet. Let's just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 7 points. Okay, that was it for the virtues. The plaudits are a bit less interesting, I would say. And also you have temporary plaudits and permanent plaudits, and they just give you some nice extra displays if you have some accolade or something, or an old. So it gives you some extra benefits. So I had this reduce enemy lord's power by 100 million. So that gave me this one God of War. The other ones, these two, you can also still get as a rally leader. Occupy Avalon towers for 240 minutes as a leader. I had to be a leader because somebody wanted to go out. I'm not strong enough to be one of the leaders, I would say. So I have a few, but I doubt I will ever get to 240. The permanent plaudits are more focused on the real big players, like becoming a king 2, 4, or 6 or 8 times, occupying Avalon for 6 hours as a leader every round for 3 rounds of the Excalibur invasion, occupy Avalon for 6 hours for 5 rounds. So those, mostly. Okay, King Regent, maybe that, or okay. I had missed this one. I'm actually a roundtable knight at the moment. I doubt I will stay that for 10,000 minutes, but if I am, then you can have this one, so that's nice. And that is 50,000 minutes. Yeah, a lot is focused on a lot of these permanent ones is focused on a selected few. I'm curious how you get this many invasion points for a round. So what I said probably isn't true, but I'm a bit surprised. I don't know how to get this many invasion points now that it is capped at 250 million for kills, it seems. So not sure. Anyway, that this is also not so nice, these things. Become king 3 times in a row. If the big player wants it, he will share the title less often, which I don't know if it will favor the collaboration in the kingdom, but okay. One other change that is not really related to this season event is that the king can now appoint a regent that takes care of all the administrative stuff. So that, might probably be interesting, but that is another reason why you maybe in your kingdom will have the same king all over again, because he's now willing to accept the king title because he doesn't have to do the work, which is again might be a bit of a pity, but personally I've been king in the past a couple of times and I'm not really looking forward to being king ever again, but some players or alliances might really appreciate it if they have a king. Okay, I think that was it for the invasion event. I have one more thing to show, which is my stats. Somebody asked me, are you going to show us your real stats? I have shown the stats in some of the events, but that's not really exactly the same as the real stats. So here I am showing my real stats. Cannot show now which ones, but these are my draconic points. I have my war strategies like this assigned. Cavalry is still a bit behind, but that is mostly because with the previous heroes I felt cavalry was not that important. Now it's actually more important. To protect defense health, not very interesting. So I'm quite happy that now most of my stats are already above 20k of the attack defense health of the infantry, cavalry and bowmen. So that is quite nice. My damage stats are in general quite okay, I would think, compared to my attack defense health stats. And if I often win from players with just slightly higher attack defense health stats, and that's then because of my damage stats and or my higher tier troops, because of course I already have T13 and not everyone is that lucky yet. Also from the dragon, these damage stats are quite okay. Death rate still low. So I hope that has been interesting as well. I'm going to keep working on it, and it's the absolute increase in stats is just going faster and faster because each time we have a new hero weapons, new equipment, new gemstones, new emblems, new draconic stones, the absolute values normally increase more and more. Even the absolute difference between the previous highest stats increases more and more, so that that makes it that it is, even for non or low spenders like myself, that it's going to be easier to increase the stats. But of course the gap between me and the big spenders in an absolute sense also keeps increasing because of that. Okay, well, that was it. If you have any comments or any questions, that is always much appreciated, and thanks for watching this video.